Hello everybody and welcome to the last session of this online course English 1, a course that is part of the program Vamos para la Universidad, led by Universidad de Antioquia, and which is aimed at high schools around Antioquia. I send special greetings to all teachers and students who are participating in this program. I hope that you have learned very much during the whole course, and today that is the last session that you demonstrate what you have learned so far. All right, so today our class corresponds to a compilation of weeks 3 and 4, right, of Unit 4. Remember that Unit 4 is about places. All right, here we go. Yes, getting around my town, and week 3 corresponds to the topic we have a lot of things to do in this town, and week 4, come and visit me in my town. Yes, it's a compilation because today is the end of the course, and we have as a main purpose to consolidate what we have learned so far, and to share the doubts, questions or suggestions, comments that you have about the course. All right. So for today's session, we are going to begin with comprehension activity as part of the introduction. The topic is about festivals again, festivals in places. It's like reviewing what we saw in Unit 3, and it's about kites, right? So I suppose that most of you, during your childhood, you had the chance to fly a kite, all right? And I suppose that it is an activity that has passed from generation through generation. Yes, it's a free time activity. Most people, and there are many people that collect kites or that go to kite festivals around many places in the world. For example, here in Antioquia, I guess that there is a kite festival in Jericó. Yes, more or less in August, I guess, if I'm not wrong. All right, so I don't know much about kites, but there are some different types of kites. For example, this one that is like the diamond kite, and we have delta kites. We have some kinds boxes that are in the shape of boxes. There are some that are very popular in Japan, like the Rokaku kite, things like that. And there are obviously a lot of modern kites, yes, that have been people demonstrated creativity in making kites. All right, so let's go about the activity that is proposed in your virtual courses, that is the Kite Festival. In this activity, Fernanda wants to participate in one of the festivals that is taking place in Amalfi. Remember that in the previous session we saw a video in which Fernanda and Jose were visiting Amalfi, and they wanted to participate in the events that they are taking place there. Okay, so one of the events is the Kite Festival. So what we need to do is that we are going to read the rules about the festival, and we are going to review a little bit about some comparative and superlative expressions. All right, so we are going to see, when you click on your virtual courses, you are going to have this introduction, Kites Festival. It says, welcome to the 12th Kites Festival. If you want to take part, please read the following instructions. So you are going to have a list of some instructions, yes, and you are supposed to complete the instructions with the correct expressions. Okay, if you click, obviously I can share screen here right now, but in your courses, in your virtual courses, you have here like the options. So we are going to complete the instructions together. It says you must register before 12 on Saturday. Then we have registrations are not allowed. It must be like later registrations are not allowed, so it means that you have to register just until before Saturday noon. Then it says you can bake or make your own kite. Much, they say, if you make your own kite. It says much better, I suppose. Yes, much better if you make your own kite. So you can participate with one that you buy or one that you make on your own by yourself. And we have some, like here, 3 things connected with the let's say the requirements to win. All right, to win the competition or the festival, you have to take into account, I guess, is the best, or we can say like the biggest as well. Well, we have different options here, the best kite, the biggest kite, the one that flies the highest, I suppose, or it could be also like the smallest. Okay, we have here like different characteristics. I suppose that the judges have a list of requirements for you. Then we have the kite that flies higher than others. Yes. And we have here we can say, for example, the most creative, and let's say the lightest, I suppose. I don't know. It's because I don't have here the options. You have the options in your virtual courses. But here, as we can see, for example, here we are having a review on how to use comparative forms and how to use superlative forms. All right? Good. So let's go back to our presentation. Okay, so here we have like the answers. Let's see how much similar we have what we did. It says the register must be before 12 on Saturday. Later registrations, is okay, are not allowed. You can buy or make your own kite. Much better, okay. If you make your own one. To win, you have to take into account, okay, the most beautiful, the kite that flies higher than the others, and the biggest and the smallest. Okay, there were like some things similar, yes, in what we did. All righty. Now, here we have another comprehension activity that is entitled I prefer to go to. That's how it appears on your virtual courses. And here we have like 2 things: how to express advantages and disadvantages when making decisions. For example, well, in this case, like to participate in events, things like that, and how to give instructions again. Okay, so according to the instructions, it says that Fernanda wants to go to the basket championship, but Jose wants to go to the hip hop festival. Okay, so let's see how they make the decision to to go here, or we can help them. Yes, the idea is that we can help them like make the best decision. In here, part A, in your classrooms, you are supposed to discuss with your partners about the advantages and disadvantages, taking into account preferences, to go to one of the events or the other. All right, let's see. And the part B, we have a map of Amalfi, and we have to guide each character. It means we have to guide Fernanda and Jose to go from the main square to the places that they want to go. So for that, let's watch a video first. Let's watch a video, the video that we saw in the previous session, so we can refresh our memory on the activities that they are going to do, and also to see where they want to go and from where to what place they want to go. Let's see here. We're gonna play the video again.
Thanks, Fernanda, for the invitation to Amalfi. It's my first time here.
It is my first time too. We are here to visit a friend of mine. This week there is a cultural and sports fair here. He says this is the best cultural fair in the department.
Well, it may be cool, but I don't think it is the best. The fair in my town, Turbo, it's better than any fair in any town. Remember, we have the best dancers, best sea dishes, and the best weather there.
I probably agree with you, but there are some interesting things to do here too.
Really? Which ones?
Well, there is a food contest.
Where is it?
It is held at La Plaza Mall. There you can find many dishes to taste.
I know how to prepare an excellent mondongo.
Mondongo? What are the ingredients?
We need cow's belly, haunch, and pork sausages.
It sounds delicious.
What other activities can we do here?
There is a kite festival at El Rey Airport. It is not far from here.
What else can we do?
I don't know. Let's go to the city hall. There we can get a brochure. Here we have the brochure. There is a basketball championship Saturday night. How exciting!
Where and what time is it?
It is at Gonzalo Trujillo's court. It starts at 3:30 and the final match is at 9.
But there is a hip-hop festival at the same time. It is at Pueblo Nuevo High School. I think it is much better to go to listen to music.
I don't know. What can we do?
First of all, we need to ask how to get to those places.
All right. So let's help them make a decision on where to go. To do this, you can review on your mochilas, yes, expressions that you can use about preferences, like likes and dislikes, yes, in order to help them find out about advantages and disadvantages of participating in these events. Let's do something together, like what can be like the advantages and disadvantages of the basketball championship and the advantages and disadvantages of hip hop festival. I guess like an advantage is in the basketball championship that it is a healthy activity. It promotes healthy, yes, habits. Well, for the ones that are playing, yes, but also is promoting in the audience or the crowds that are watching there. All right. It also can promote among the audience like group work or teamwork, yes. and concerning entertainment, for example, it can make people get excited, yes. Yes, about the competitions, and so you can support your favorite team, for example, yes, like cheerleading them, all right, for example. One disadvantage of the basketball championship, yes, let's see that probably, let's say that one group or one team has to lose, yes. Yes, it's something that is a disadvantage of championship. Always the winner is the one that that gets all the attention normally from the audience. And okay, even though we can say that if you support your team, you are with your team even if the team loses, yes. Something about another disadvantage of a basketball championship, okay, that sometimes in these competitions, like there are some disagreements, can say. Oh my gosh. Let's see if it's right. Yes, for example, sometimes in the decisions that the referee makes or takes, makes the decisions, and we probably disagree with these decisions. Well, it could be like a disadvantage of going to the basketball championship and observe these things. Sometimes the supporters get angry about it, all right? Okay, let's see about the hip hop festival. One of the advantage, okay, I could say that we can see different types of talents, yes. Oh my gosh. Give me 1 second here. Yes, when we are, let's say, participating or taking part with music, we usually demonstrate a lot of creativity, right? So probably in a hip hop festival, we could see like different kinds of singers and dancers, yes, really creative ones. Yes, obviously we can enjoy the lyrics. We can, for example, based on the lyrics, like reflect on some messages that they can have, for example. In the hip hop festival, if we are in the crowds, I guess that obviously we can get excited as well as in the basketball championship, but here we can dance, for example, where we are like sitting and watching the festival. Yes, we can dance and we can sing as well. Yes, and obviously if it is a festival and probably a competition, yes, we support as well our favorite singers or our favorite groups or bands, all right? One disadvantage that we can see here, well, not many people like the same kind of rhythms, yes, so we can disagree, for example, on the rhythms. Yes, for example, in this case, talking about Fernanda and Jose, that Fernanda prefers like going to the basketball championship and Jose going to the festival. Probably she is not interested in this kind of music. All right. Let's say that what can happen here again, it's very similar to the basketball championship, that if it is a competition, there is one person who wins, and obviously the person that loses is going to feel like frustrated. Okay, for example, well, things like that. But I guess that if we focus on like what the audience or the crowds want, I guess that the hip hop festival can bring like more options for the people to do in the audience. Like here, if we compare here with what the advantages of the championship, what we can do in the audience is like here we can dance, we can sing, we can like become part of the event here, like participating with the music as well. But in the basketball championship, we cannot go and play with the teams. All right. So I guess that Jose and Fernanda should go to the hip hop festival together. Yes. All right. Now, if they are, I suppose that for them it's going to be difficult to make a decision, so I suppose that they are going to be in the two events. Yes. We already watched the video. Yes. And they are here in the principal park. They are here. And we are going to help them go to the places in which the events are going to take place. So, for example, the championship, the basketball championship is here, yes, at Gonzalo Trujillo Sports Complex, and the hip hop festival, it takes place here at Pueblo Nuevo Educational Institution, the school, right? If they are here, well, for Fernanda it's going to be easier to get to that place. Let's help her. Remember, this activity is to review how to get how to give directions, yes, on how to get to a place. So if Fernanda is here, let's suppose that she's here at let's say in front of across from Alcaldía de Amalfi, excuse me. They are in Amalfi, of course. And so according to this map, we have 1, 2, 3 blocks here. So we can tell Fernanda to go straight for 3 blocks, yes, on taking Calle 20, that is in that direction, right? Then she has to turn right, yes, for 1 blocks, no, 1 block. Then she should take like Calle 19 and turn left and go for 1, 2 blocks, and there she's going to find the Gonzalo Trujillo Sports Complex in front of her, right? Okay, easy. Go straight for 3 blocks, then turn right and take Calle 19, and then turn left and go for 2 blocks just straight to the front of Gonzalo Trujillo Sports Complex. Now let's help Jose to go to Pueblo Nuevo High School. All right, so if he's here, the first thing that he has to do is take again Calle 20 on the opposite direction that Fernanda took. So we have here like 1, 2 blocks. All right. Then when he gets to the corner, he has to turn right, yes, and go for 1, 2, 3 blocks, yes, until calle 23, yes. Then he has to turn, excuse me, he has to turn left and walk straight for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. A long way. Yes, on calle 23. And then when he gets to the corner on calle 23 and Carrera 30, he turns right and goes straight for 1, 2, 3 blocks. And there it is. On the right, on his right, Pueblo Nuevo High School. Yes, it takes longer for him to go there. Let's make the summary again. He has go straight for 2 blocks on calle 20, then turn right and go straight for 1, 2, 3 blocks until calle 23, then go straight for 7 blocks. And then when he gets to the corner on calle 23 and Carrera 30, he takes the right and goes for 3 blocks until Pueblo Nuevo High School, that is on his right. Okay, very good. And here we have like one guided activity we were supposed to have today, that it was about clarifying any doubt or question that you had about the concepts or topics that we worked during the whole course. Well, right now we have no participants in the class, so I have to omit this part. And then we have the instructions for the final activity. Yes, that it is like the compilation of all the creative activities that you had during the course. And here the idea is that you, to consolidate what you learned in the course, you have to create like another video. Yes. Well, in this video, the idea is that you even can use like the materials that you have done in the previous creative activities. What is the idea? That you make a video about your hometown, yes, and in this video you include the activities that you have done before, like the short videos or the presentations or the conversations that you have prepared in the previous units. And the video should have like these characteristics. Okay, why to visit my town? Yes, like mention characteristics of your town, make a description of your town, the places that we have there, the activities that we do there. Then we have how to get to that town, so you have to give directions, yes, and how to get there. The best of my town, so you have to talk about the most representative things. It could be activities or places or people, yes, from your town. Okay, we have people here apart, a special person. You can remember that in this part you can review the physical appearance description, like personality description, yes, and probably some part of his or her routine. Here, okay, describe also like the dishes, the typical dishes from your town and how to prepare them, all right? The things that you should do, that you can do in your town, that is good to do there, and where exactly we can do these activities. And here we have a noun, place, character, or activity, and how to get there. Well, something that is not very famous in your town, but you can, for example, promote, yes, to be a little bit more famous. So here you have the compilation of what we did during the whole course, and you can do this video, yes, like following some of the tips that we have here. Yes, they say that you should make like groups of 3 students or join in small groups with your mates. You establish your ideas about the video, is like the brainstorming. Then you agree on the features of the video. I mean the previous characteristics that I listed. So you agree, for example, in the order in which you are going to present them. If you are working in teams, you distribute what you are going to say or write. For example, here write the agreements and the way you want to make the video. Yes, if one person introduces the video, the other person takes one part in one of the topics, and so forth. Yes, you have to define your roles. If you want to interview a special character similar to one of the activities that we did, or you can probably use this video, the one that you have from Unit 3. Then you can also write in English the script of the video, yes, what you are going to say, in order to practice, and when you are in front of the camera and you don't hesitate a lot. Yes, again, and you decide who is going to speak. You are going to look for the places to record the video, like let's say relevant places according to what you are going to present in the video. If you are going to, for example, talk about the main park, so you go and have like some pictures or some, or while you are filming or recording the video, like there in that place. So it can be like contextualized. And what you have to make the decision on which of the previous videos that you made in the previous units can be useful, like to get together here and to put together and probably edit the video. Okay, remember that when you the idea is not only like the format of what you are going to do, but also on how you do it, because the idea is that you demonstrate like what you have learned during the course, so that you pay attention to the topics, yes, that we studied, with the appropriate vocabulary, the appropriate structures and expressions, and a basic pronunciation that is clear when you're speaking in front of the camera, and that you have like the basic. Yes, I know that sometimes there are terms or words that you don't know how to pronounce, but you can check also as well in dictionaries or websites in which you can check how to pronounce, particularly with some specific sounds and the stress that we have in some words. Here we have a recommended website in which you write your words or ideas, and then we have like an automatic let's say translator, we can say like that translates your speech, yes, and this let's say speaker gives you the idea on how to pronounce what you want to say. So here we have the link, yes, if you can say it, is text-to-speech imtranslator.net and / all right, so you can go there and have it like as a resource, yes, for you to check pronunciation. Okay, and when you finish recording your video, remember that the idea is that you upload the video to YouTube, yes, in order to present it to your class, to share it with your class, and for the teacher to evaluate your performance in the video, all right? And with this activity, like we finish like the creative activities during the whole course. And also remember that we have a self-evaluation activity, that every unit, at the end of every unit, we have a series of exercises, again, to consolidate, to demonstrate what you have learned. And in this case, we have 3 activities, yes, the compilation of what we did in Unit 4. We have a reading comprehension activity, yes, let's say is about how to get, well, the title of the text is how to get to the post office, and they are giving like a description on how people in different parts of the world give instructions, yes, that not everyone around the world gives instructions the same way that we do, yes, and sometimes it's like some people not use like the streets, the names of the streets or the avenues, but some people, like sometimes what we do here as well in Paisa culture is that we take the person to the place. So we have different ways to give instructions, directions around the world. The other activity, the second activity, is to review like the use of prepositions, locating objects and things in a room. So we have a picture of a room very similar to the one that we had in Chucho's room, yes, and here you have a series of objects and animals located in the room, and you have to review, well, demonstrate that you learn the use of prepositions here. And finally, you have an activity of a map. Yes, you have a map in order to demonstrate how to give directions. And with these 3 activities, you are demonstrated what you learned in Unit 4, particularly in Unit 4. And that's it. That will be like the end of the course. I hope that you have learned. We didn't have this part on suggestions or recommendations coming from you, but I hope that you had enjoyed this course very much. I hope that you can have the chance to continue with the program and learn much more, all right? Have a good time and goodbye.